Good afternoon, welcome to my channel, The Laughing Carpenter. Nice to meet you all. I've got here a tool that I purchased a few weeks ago from my local Lidl. It's a Parkside tool. It is a 12 volts polisher and the model number is PAAP 12F6. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Bought it a few weeks ago for a specific job, which was to polish some resin back on a table I made a few weeks ago. And I was going to do a review on it at the time, and I thought, no, let me use it a few times so I can form an opinion and make a few conclusions and tell you about it properly, which is what I've done. So what did I get? Let me bring it down a bit so I can show you. You get the blow molded case. It's not the strongest of cases, but it's definitely take the odd knock or two. Inside we've got a charger. We've got a couple of polishing pads and a few sanding discs. I have used a few of these, so that might not be complete. But here we've got ranging, well, there's 1200, 2000, we've got 800. Well, that's what I've got here. There may have been some others, but they've been used. So you might have 1000 in it, you might have 1500. I don't know, because I've been using them and I cannot remember exactly what was included. You have a handle to screw onto the side of the polisher, and the polisher itself, which has attached, it does come off, but has attached a 75mm Velcro backing pad, which obviously you stick various bits and pieces to it. It has a 2-speed motor. The speeds are first speed 0 to 2700 RPM, and the second speed, the fastest speed, is 0 to 8000 RPM. It has a lock. It's actually on both sides, and you have to depress that lock with your thumb, in my case, to make the machine work. It will not work if you do not press that, like a safety device. It's a variable speed trigger, so you can start off slow, increase your speed and come back down again. It has a battery indicator. I'll have to turn this around and do it a bit different, because pull the trigger and it'll show you the status of your battery. There's 3 different lights: green, amber and red. Green means it's fully charged. It is fully charged, by the way. It has been taken off charge just before I started doing this. And the battery itself, it's a 12 volt 2 amp battery. I believe you can, well, I know you used to be able to get a 4 amp battery, which is a bigger battery. I used to have one a few years ago. I'm not entirely sure what they do with it, to be honest with you. But in the case, there is actually, which makes me think it's still available, there's actually a little decal there. Is it decal? Picture, should I say, of the said battery. So those batteries must still be available. So you can get one of those batteries and stick it in the case. Let's put that back in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show it in action, and can I tell you what I think about the machine? Right, yeah, let me just move my camera angle and we'll get cracking. Right, so I brought you in closer. I've got this, well, a tabletop that's been sanded back to 320 grits, including the resin. So I'm going to I'll start with a 400 grit sanding pad. Well, it's actually a wet and dry pad. Wet it down and go make a few passes at each grit and see how it performs. Water on. So I'm we go. I was barely kissing that, to be fair, just nice and gentle, no undue pressure. I didn't want to make any gouges in it. So that's the 400. Let's double up to what we've got next, 800. Keep on going. How long have I been using this? A few minutes. Battery's dead. This is one of the reasons I kind of fell out with the machine. Battery life on it is terrible. Another thing, I don't know if I can show you, it is starting to get warm, and I did come prepared for this. I've got an old temperature reading gun. Let me just show you what it says. That is showing 103, 104, 106. If you can see that. The body itself isn't too bad. I don't know if you can see that or not. But at the front, well, it was. Well, it's showing 111 there. That's in a few passes. I was kind of hoping it would prove me wrong when I was doing this, but this is what happened to me last time. I do have, bring it in, I do have this. I've had this quite a few years and it has the same battery. So I found myself swapping out batteries just to, I don't think there's much charging, so actually it's not too bad. Let me continue. This one is showing. Can you see it? Is it showing you that? No, because my hand's over it. That's not showing as a full charge, but it's. Let me continue. See how long this lasts for. Longs for. There we go. That should look quite nice when it's got some oil on it. But one thing I want to show you, it's got a bit covered in water. Let's wipe that off. What I wanted to show you was, I can show you it, temperatures 114, 116. That's quite hot, is that? It gets a bit cool as you move around. Back here it's more acceptable, but around here 122. That was getting quite hot to touch, was that my fingers kind of actually rest there, and I felt myself kind of lifting my finger off a bit because that was getting a bit too hot. That is disappointing. That is disappointing. Let's put that back down there. Let's bring the camera back around where I can talk to you. What do I think? I like it, but I don't like it. It's nice to hold, very nice to hold, very ergonomically made, very nice in the hand. Even with the hand on the side, I don't think it's too unbalanced. So from that point of view, It's a nice machine. What I don't like about it is the fact that it gets hot very quickly. I don't know if I've got a bad one. I can't comment. I've not tried any others, obviously. This is the only one I've ever bought. And I won't be looking to swap it, if I'm honest with you. I don't know in that respect, but it's not something that you can use for a long period of time. Definitely not. Short, sharp, quick little polishing jobs would be ideal for it. I didn't think it'd get that hot using it on this little tabletop. It's only 12 inches wide, but I was surprised how quickly it got hot. Yeah, if you're doing, I'm trying to think as I'm talking, which is dangerous. Car headlights, tiny little bit of car trim or something like that if you want to polish up, which might be actually what we're designed for. Probably the car world, the automotive world, maybe not the woodworking world. But you think it'd be alright with small cutting boards and stuff like that, wouldn't you think so? But if it didn't get so hot, it'd be ideal. I was going to slate it. That's a strong word. Mark it down if I'm marking it on the battery life. But I noticed when I put this battery in, which is a battery I've had in that stapled one that I've had a lot of years actually, 5-6 years minimum. I noticed straight away it wasn't fully charged when I dropped it in, continued sanding that. This machine was a lot faster spinning than it did with the old battery. I might have got a good battery. How old is the battery? It shouldn't be that old, should it? Let me have a look. Assuming it's got a date stamp on it. 12/20/25, so it's fairly new battery. It's what, at the time I'm recording this, we're into July now, so it's 7 months old. Out of curiosity, if I can get it out. This one is the first 2019, so yeah, 6.5 years old. And I say that with a better battery than that one. So I might have got a dud battery. I don't know. It cost £29. Excuse me, in UK money. For that price, I don't think you get a bad machine. You get what you pay for, I know, but £29, relatively speaking, is not a lot of money. You get plenty of accessories with it. Obviously, you get the case with it, you get the battery with it, you get various sanding discs and various polishing pads. Easy for me to say. So it is value for money if you're doing small projects. I just wish it'd been better for what I wanted to use it for. I really do. So there we are. Do I recommend it? Depends what you're doing. For the kind of work I do, no, I don't recommend it. Which is a shame because I really wanted to like it. It is a shame. And I'm not knocking Parkside. I've had quite a few of their tools over the years. To be honest with you, some have been little belters, some less than. But overall, they're a decent brand. And this is probably borderline less than, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, never mind, but there you go. Right, I'm going to finish off this tabletop, then it's time to go have something to eat. So I just thought I'd show you the machine, tell you what my thoughts on it, and leave it up to you whether you think it works for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for me, but hey ho, never mind, eh? If you like what I've had to say, let me know. If you got one of these, let me know how we're getting on with it. That would be nice to know, actually, if anybody's got one of these. How are we getting on with it? Are you having the same problems that I've had? Does it get too hot for you? What's your battery life like on it? I would be interested to know that, actually. So yeah, please let me know. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. drop me a like, drop me a comment. I'd be very, very grateful if you could subscribe to my channel. Really would help my channel grow. But that's me, Martin, the Laughing Carpenter. I will see you, hopefully very soon, on the next one. Take care.